Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, I'd like to say thanks to all of our new subscribers. Thank you guys, each and every one of you, for subscribing to the channel, for watching the content, for liking and sharing the content. I appreciate you guys. Okay, now if anyone of you guys have a channel, let me know so I can give you a shout out so people can watch your channel. Okay, because you guys know I'm just here to motivate people to invest. So if you guys have channels and want to share your channels, make sure you put it in the link below. I don't have any issues with that, so we can share it. The main thing is to get people to invest. Okay guys, if you are here, you're here because of financial independence, retire early, either or, right? Financial independence, retire early. I mean, everybody want financial independence. Nobody want to work forever, so it just go together. Okay, so guys, give me 1 second. Okay, there's something I want to talk about that came out today. Let me go to the stuff here real quick. Oh, also, this is not financial advice. I'm 52 years old. I make video about my portfolio alone. So do not take this as financial advice. Okay, so I mean, you guys know we invest in, we get most of our money, income from these extreme high yield positions that was announced for this week. Okay, this is the stuff that's paying this week. Now I believe I have F-E-A-T, $1.35, F-I-V-Y. I might have that. I think I do a little bit of it. That's $1.19. I have SNOY, I have YBIT, and those are 45 cents and 40 and 54 cents. Okay, I got LFGY 43 cents, and I have Tesla 30 cents, and also ULTY 10 cents. Okay, now I've been paying attention to ULTY, and I'm a little concerned, right, because it haven't recovered from the last time, and I have thousands of dollars. My portfolio is down thousands of dollars in ULTY, in Misty, in Whitebit, in Tesla, all of these different funds. So of course, you guys know I've been talking about this for a minute, but I think I've devised a strategy to kind of, cut down my cost basis pretty quickly. So I am making moves. Hopefully things work out. If it works out, then I'll be able to do those things. If it doesn't work out, then of course I'm just going to be there in the loss until I can do something, or until I go back up. There's a big chance it might not. Okay guys, so let's get down to business. Okay, so let's go. As you guys can see, today was another stinker, right? In the beginning. In the beginning, it was another stinker, right? But at the end of the day, of course, after hours, things can change, can get worse again. But at the end of the day, Berkshire Hathaway, JPM, Apple, Meta, Google, Nvidia, Broadcom, Amazon, McDonald's, Costco, Waste Management, Tesla, Oracle. A lot of these companies, they're pretty good today. Even Netflix is back up. Okay. Now for the red, it's not a lot of stuff, but the big one we can see is Microsoft, right? Microsoft is the big one we can see that is in the red. I mean, we got Avi and some other stuff there that is in the red, but the bigger one, ExxonMobil, in the red, AMD in the red. Okay. But guys, I say this all the time. I mean, this is just pretty much the S&P 500. So if you invested in extreme high yield stuff, yes, this will affect it. The S&P 500 is down. Chances are your portfolio is going to be down. Okay, and this is the standard. So we always look at the standard. All right. So don't come for me. All right. Let's take a look at some crypto real quick. From yesterday to today, Bitcoin is up 1.30%. Ethereum 2.63%, XRP 1.68%. Everything is look like it's been up in the last 24 hours. Tron 1.37% in the last 24 hours, and right now is up 0.23%. So you see everything is up in the last 24 hours. I mean, the last hour some of the stuff dropped down a little bit, but for the most part in the last 24 hours everything is up, including Shiba Inu 3.22% and down 17%. So it's still up 3% in the last 24 hours. Okay, guys, put your money where you feel comfortable. That is completely up to you. You do what you want to do with your money. Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever you want to put your money, that's your business. Okay, the market cap for Shiba is right now at 7.27 billion. Of course, it's been a crazy 24 hours. It only did 151 million dollars in the last 24 hours. But you can see the chart, the graph here, it's go up, 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 up. It's going up. All right, it kind of dropped down a little bit, but it's for the most part it's going up. Okay, let's look at my portfolio. This is my baby boy portfolio right here for my baby girl tuition, and as you can see, for the most part today, this portfolio did $22.87, and right now is trending downwards after hours. Right now about $1.10. So I mean, I cannot complain. For the week, we're probably still going to be, let's see what it looks like for the week. For the week, I mean, we're still up, right? We recovered in this portfolio. For the month, we're doing good. For the 3 months mark, let's see what we at. So yeah, so this portfolio have recovered for the most part, not everything, but the portfolio itself have recovered. So we're doing great. I had like a couple of dollars in here today, and I spent that on ULTY, I believe. I did a lot of buying and stuff today in my portfolio, especially in my big boy portfolios, I like to call it. I did a lot of buying and stuff, moving and shaking. Okay, so let's look at my other portfolio. This is my car portfolio. As you guys can see, I already got money in here waiting to pay my car payment. And that is that, and everything else, it don't really matter. Okay, I was trying to buy some Whitebit because it is paying dividend tomorrow, but of course that didn't go through. So after this week, I mean, I'm still trying to buy stuff so I can sell out of stuff, and in the end, I might have maybe just 3 or 4, maybe 4 to 6 positions in here that's going to pay me, you know, that we're going to be collecting money from in here, you know, until I move it over, whenever that happens, until I decide to move it over. But we're going to cut down the amount of positions in this portfolio to a few good ones that going to keep the income pretty much at about the same level. And you guys are going to see that in the upcoming weeks, because this is going to be a slow process. I have about $655 in here that is waiting, you know, to buy some stuff. So we're gonna see what happens. Okay, guys. All right. As you can see, I'm kind of running through this, trying to make this video real quick. So this portfolio is still down, right? The thing, I updated it. You know what? Move my handsome face out the way. That was Boys in the Hood. I was wondering why it didn't look like that. All right. I was wondering, I'm like, why it's not doing what it's supposed to do? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because it was on the wrong thing. That's why it didn't do what it's supposed to do. All right. And today is the 6th. Let's update this real quick. So I sold a few positions in my portfolio because, of course, you guys know I had that big margin call waiting for me that I had to take care of today before 3 o'clock. And of course, I'm not going to let them sell what they want to sell. I'll choose what I want to sell. And I sold pretty much, I have over 100 positions in this portfolio where I had. And I sold quite a few of them to be able to come up with that $20,000 to cover the margin call and then some. And like I said, everything that I sold were in the positive and have income coming in. So like I said, all those positions that I sold, I already created the ones that was doing good. I already created it, added to my cash management account, because that account don't have any margins on it. So I added to that account because eventually that's the account I'm going to use to pay all my bills. So I added to that account, and for now we're just going to keep things as it is. I did move, like I said, about $100 into my cash management account to cover stuff I needed to cover. But what I did was, that's why I tell you guys I like fractional share, because if I find something that I like, right, and it meet my requirements, of course, all I gotta do is buy $1 worth of it and let it sit there while I make enough money to go and buy more positions. And a lot of the stuff I bought in my other portfolio, when I went back, they're up a big time, even though, I mean, they're up from now $1 now it's turned to $3, or some cases $4, but I only put $1 in there. Now it would have been nice if I put 10 and get back, $20, but it is what it is. But that's why I tell you guys all the time, it's good to deal with companies that do fractional share. It's allow you to grow your portfolio even faster than you think, because it's easy. You can do stuff. You don't have to worry about that limit. Oh, I have to buy $25 share, and I got to take $25 to buy it. But if you can only buy $1 at a time, you can grow your portfolio significantly faster than you would, because you don't have any cash just sitting around doing nothing. Okay, guys. So this is where we are today. We already seen. I show you guys what's coming in for this portfolio. This particular portfolio, and on the what's it called, the yield max, right? I show you guys the yield max payment stuff, and Saturday we're going to see how much income we're going to generate. Right now we're just trying to survive, this tariff stuff that is going on, and the markets seem to come back a little bit because people are trying to buy stuff to get their margins. I mean, not margins, but to get their payments on Friday. So of course it went back up, but we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow if this is continue, and then on Friday if it's going to continue to go back up. I mean, it's the market dropped big time to where, I mean, it put a licking on my portfolio, and I know not only me, a lot of other people that invest in the extreme high yield stuff. Okay, but guys, the best thing about this right here, we always got income coming into the portfolio, and this will allow me to have that buffer, right? That's why I was like, man, I've been planning to do this anyway, and I only sold stuff that was in the green. Okay, I didn't sell nothing in the red, so of course I still have a lot more stuff I can sell that's in the green. Not as much as it was, but I sell a lot more. Okay, so hopefully things continue to go in the right direction, and these portfolios can recover, because I got some stuff I need to sell, right? I got HOOY that I need to sell out of here. Okay, so this need to recover, right? PLTY is doing like crazy right now. Okay, now we're waiting for HOOY to recover so I can sell out of it and put money into something else. But if I have to wait till next week to see what HOOY is going to pay, if it recovers by that time, I might just sell out of it, right? Or just hold on to it. Who knows? We're going to see what it's going to pay, right? Because at this point right now, I'm trying to save my portfolio. So if I can put aside another $72,000 from selling out, of course the income is going to go down. But I mean, at this point, income is good, but saving my portfolio is more important. So having that buffer, right, of $72,000, if I sell out of it, right, that would be great. And we can try to buy some other stuff, recoup the funds, and then sell out of those things, because that's what I'm pretty much doing now. I'm trying to change the strategy a little bit, bring back some of these, get away with some of these negativity that I have in the portfolio by buying things and then selling back out of it to bring down my cost basis a little bit, and kind of try to move that across the portfolio. Like I said, if I have a couple of $100,000 right now, it will be so easy to do, because I can just start from the smallest one, right, and just buy and get out of that red zone to where it's not bad, maybe a couple of $100, and then sell out of it. Do that with entire portfolio. So before you know it, man, I would have already been cleaning up some stuff. So, but I might still do it with the smaller positions that I have, buy stuff, get them down a little lower, and then sell back out of it, and get those $200-300 in the red down to 10-15 bucks if as possible, because you're still going to be losing some money there somewhere. But I'd rather do that and have a lot of these things in a positive spin, right, than being in a negative situation where I'm losing a lot of money. And then work my way up to the big guys, because there's some of these positions I already want to just sell, like RC. I had that for a minute now, and I mean, it just took a dump, and it keep going down, but I don't have a lot of money in there. So once I get out of some of these bigger positions, I can just move the money around and kind of buy stuff, cut down the cost, and then get out of it, because I don't want to keep it anyway. It would just be bringing my cost basis down to where I'm not losing any more money, or even if it's down to like 10 bucks, I mean, in that case, it's not that bad. Because once I put it into something else that's going to pay dividend that is growing, I will recoup that money in a week or in a day. So, but it's just my thought process on what I'm doing to kind of get my portfolio back, and not having the extra $200,000-300,000 in the portfolio. Of course, it's going to take a little longer to do it, but it's a work in progress. Okay, guys. Now, so far we got $12,000 into the portfolio as far as distributions income. So we got the thing set at $12,000. Now, once we collect money from Friday, that will increase, up to 12, 13, 14, 15,000, whatever the total amount is that we're going to receive in distributions. Okay, so do not pay attention to this income thing. I just use this now as a tracker to motivate me. And I mean, if we end up with $40,000 this month, that would be great. If not, I mean, it is what it is. But if we can do $40,000 this month, with everything that has happened so far in this first week trying to survive, I think that would be great. Trying to get my portfolio back up to 50% and hopefully get it back up to 75% and just be using about 25% margins for days like this when the market decides to take a dump, and we can go back and purchase stuff to bring back that cost basis, collect more distributions, and then sell out of it later. This is not, this is, people call it day trading. Now it's weekly trading. We're not day trading no more, we week trading. Okay, we trade during the week, we trade maybe twice a month, but we're not doing day trading no more. We just weekly trading, okay, or twice a week trading, however way you want to cut it. Okay, guys, but the goal is to grow the portfolio. The income is good, income is great, but growing the portfolio and staying out of the negative positions, for me right now, is more important. Generating 40, 50 grand a month, yes, it's great, but if I have to put all that money back due to margin calls, it's not really helping me, and it's not really helping the portfolio, because we putting money back, even though it's the money that we borrow. But hell, if I gotta keep giving man the money back I borrow, extra because the market go down, then I'm doing something wrong. So hopefully we can kind of fix that a little bit. And like I said, I'm trying to cut down a lot of the positions I have in this folder, in this portfolio. Work in progress. Okay, guys. Now you see the income is going down a little bit. This thing haven't updated, but it should go down from where it is, even though we're not paying attention to this. But this is for the next 12 months. Okay, from this month, the next 12 months is how I calculate it. So it's not just for the year. So it's not like, oh, for this year you make it. No, it's for the next 12 months. All right. But at $10 million, $10.1 million in 10 years is good. But 5 years is even better when we can generate $2.3 million in 5 years. Now, like I say, even if I can generate $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 in 5 years, or a million, or 1.2, 1.5, that is still amazing. Okay, because that allows me to do other things that I want to do as I grow my portfolio. And guys, make sure to try to invest, guys. Do your thing. invest. You're making all this money and you have nothing to show for it. Yes, like I was saying to somebody today, if my portfolio goes to zero, I already know my mistakes I make, right? I overextend myself for margins. Yes, that's my mistake. But if I can survive that and come back from that and rebuild, then I'm good. Of course, I learn, and I will try not to make the mistake again, even though sometimes it's so hard, right? Because you have the money sitting there, you're like, oh, I need to buy this and this. You know, you analyzing everything. Of course, stuff don't always go the way we plan, right? So having a backup is always key. Now, me having my two little smaller portfolio, yes, it's okay, but it would be nice if I had 20 grand one of those other ones and 50 grand one of the other portfolio. That would be great, because that would be generating income, enough money to where I would be like, you know what, if this one goes to the crap, I got those other two that's going to step in and do business. So that's the goal. Focus on building those other two portfolio for my daughter and for my car, and then my insurance and whatever else I want to do. Okay, guys. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. And you should have gotten a great shirt today. So we're in good spirit. And tomorrow, we're going to see what the market going to do. We were able to survive today, pay our margins. Portfolio is up, right? $5,000. My other portfolio is up $9, almost $10. So across the board, the only portfolio that I have that is down is my growth portfolio. And it's down about $221. But all of my other portfolio had an increase today as far as growth. So that is a good thing after the day we had, the past 2 days. Okay, guys? Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.